Well, guys, can Jason finally, after all this time, be making a return to the big screen? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons, and today in this video, guys, we finally have some Friday the 13th stuff to talk about. And honestly, or we might later on this year, but honestly, there's a video I actually wanted to do with Friday the 13th, and what do you call it? Like now, I guess, not only is this news, but there's a video I wanted to do last week on Friday the 13th as to like where I feel like Friday the 13th should be heading, when a studio decides to pick it up again. Because inevitably, guys, we are eventually going to see a new Friday the 13th movie. But it's just been, this case, man, has been absolutely destroying the hell out of this franchise. While, I've said this before, while slashers like, Ghostface and Michael and even fucking Leatherface is now all making comebacks, and Jason has been fucking caught up in court over all this time, whereas it could have honestly been thriving, in my opinion, depending on, how the movies went and everything. But nonetheless, it seems like that we are finally on the horizon of potentially getting a new Friday the 13th movie. It has been 13 years, guys. 13 years. This is going to be a huge slasher movie whenever it decides to come back. And honestly, part of me is they're probably trying to hold this off now because they know that this is going to be a big moneymaker. They would be crazy to put something like this on a streaming service when this can thrive in the theater for slasher fans, and there's and horror fans in general. So let's talk about this, guys. So let's get into this article. So my source today comes from Bloody Disgusting, as per usual. If you guys are new viewers, that's where I normally go and get a lot of my sources. I also look at Dread Central, Deadline Hollywood for the big time stuff. So once Deadline pretty much confirms something, or Hollywood Reporter or some shit, that's some really good news. So, but as of right now, we've got sources like Bloody Disgusting that get us a little bit excited. So anyway, let's jump into this article. So Bloody Disgusting says, a return to Crystal Lake. Producer Roy Lee teases Friday the 13th franchise news very soon exclusive. And the article goes on to say, it has now been a full 13 years since the release of the last Friday the 13th movie, with the franchise trapped in a messy legal battle ever since. You can read all about those legal issues right here. So if you go to their website, click there, and you guys can take a look at that. I'm not going to get into that because I've covered that a bit on the past, on the channel on the past, excuse me. But the basic gist is that Sean Cunningham, the original movie's director, and Victor Miller, the original movie's writer, has been fighting over who gets control of what. Long story short, nothing can happen until the two parties agree to work together. But perhaps they have, as Roy Lee has provided us with an interesting tease this week. Speaking with Bloody Disgusting's The Boo Crew podcast, the powerhouse producer of hit horror films including The Ring, Poltergeist, Blair Witch, It, and the upcoming Barbarian in theaters September 9, 2022 from 20th Century Studios, indicated that a return to Crystal Lake is imminent, with news on the Friday the 13th front coming very soon. Coming very soon, guys. Roy Lee tells the Boo Crew in an exclusive chat that one is something that I would love to talk about. You may be hearing something by year's end on that front. As you may recall, Bloody Disgusting has reported Roy Lee's involvement in the Friday the 13th franchise way back in 2018, with Lee and Doug Davison's Vertigo Entertainment attached to produce an iteration of the franchise that was also set to be produced by LeBron James and his Spring Hill Entertainment. Has Vertigo managed to make some magic happen? It was back in 2018 that a judge ruled Victor Miller owns the rights to the original Friday the 13th screenplay in the United States, and a decision Cunningham has failed to overturn in the years that have followed. Cunningham, however, owns the character of adult Jason Voorhees introduced in the later sequels, so the two eventually will have to work together on this one. Otherwise, major elements of the franchise will have to be split between the two parties for any future projects, which sounds like too much of a mess to actually be all that viable. In any event, we'll report more on this once we learn it. Something is coming. So, guys, something is on the horizon. Roy Lee has teased that something is on the horizon. Maybe they have agreed to work together. Maybe they're trying to work out some final details and everything, but nonetheless, this is some really, really, really great news, man. Like, this is fucking exciting stuff because when it comes down to Friday the 13th, I mean, I love Jason, and I do think that it is incredibly overdue for a brand new movie. So I'm getting excited. I don't want to get too excited because every time I feel like us fans get too excited, I feel like that we're always left disappointed, or something else happens with this legal battle, or a movie just never happens. So, I know that fan films have been doing a great, great job at, keeping the franchise alive. They've been, up and coming and keeping Jason on the screen for fans. And I mean, fan films have obviously grown over the course of the last several years. So, this is some really, really great news for us Friday the 13th fans. So with all that being said, guys, post comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this time it's actually going to fall through? Do you guys think that we're actually going to get a return of Jason maybe sometime in the next couple of years? Could we be on the horizon of getting a damn good Friday the 13th installment? Whatever your guys' thoughts are, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video.